Welcome to lesson number 1, setting your content up for success. Overview: the power of good content, platform psychology, content purpose, content focus, and some common mistakes to avoid. Social media is powerful. That power is delivered through content. Because without content, social media would be quite meaningless, honestly. Because content is the vehicle through which you can make use of the power of social media. With good content, you can reach more people, potentially millions, okay, because there are actually billions of people using social media. You can position yourself as an expert, especially if you are a consultant, you're a speaker, an author, or a coach, or even a service provider. Through good content, it's very good for you to establish yourself as an expert, because people would rather do business with someone who's an expert in their field, okay? You can get more people to like, trust, and follow you or your brand. You can keep people coming back for more. Keep coming back to your page, okay? Keep it active. Your audience can love you and you can sell more, which is really the end goal of social media marketing. Marketing is all about communicating about your products and services so that you sell. The end goal is to sell. But because you're using social media, you want to look at different aspects of it. Now, which platform is best for your business? This is one of the earliest decisions you'll make, especially if you haven't yet started or you're still in the early stages. What should you look at when you're trying to decide which platform is best for your business? What is the general mood and tone of the platform? For example, is it fun? Is it professional? Is it image-oriented? What kind of people follow it? Okay, generally speaking, Snapchat, most people say it's for younger people. The majority of people on Pinterest are women. The majority of people on LinkedIn are professionals. So which of these is most suitable for you? Facebook is good for mass marketing companies. LinkedIn for B2B products. Anything for executives and high-end sales. For visual brands, you want to use Instagram. Now, in the interest of keeping this material evergreen, there may or may not be new social media platforms that come up. When a social media platform comes up, you're going to look at the same factors when deciding if you should use it for your business or not. Of course, I know there are people who teach that you should be on each and every platform. However, if you are a small team, you might find that you are stretching yourself too thin by trying to be on all the different platforms. So I normally advise that you should pick a few to begin with. As you grow your capacity, you can spread out to other forums and also pick based on what is optimum for your business, okay? Here is another thing to look at: setting your content up for success. Social media is like a party. People want to interact and they want to have fun. In the case of LinkedIn, which is more of a professional platform, think of it as a professional networking event. It's still an event. People still want to interact, still want to have fun. This means that it's okay to be casual and informal with your content, okay? Because we're talking about setting up your content for success. It's okay to be casual and informal. Think of it like a party. It's also okay to promote non-promotional content. Share a little bit about personal information. We'll talk more about how much personal information you should be sharing, okay? It's a bit of a controversial topic, that one, okay? The key idea here is that your content must naturally fit with or align with the whole construct or purpose of social media, which is really interaction and fun. I've met business owners who want to just sell, just promote their products, but I always try to remind them, listen, social media is a party. We don't have to promote stuff all the time. Which brings me to the next principle, the principle of giving and asking. Every piece of content that you create is either asking or giving. Sometimes it's doing both. So the best you want to do is to give the majority of the time, okay? A good proportion could be 60%. 60% of the time you are giving, 40% of the time you're asking, or maybe 70-30, whichever is a better proportion for you. You can test it out and see which combination works. But the idea is you should balance between giving and asking. What is the purpose of this content? Okay, so let me just explain a bit in case it doesn't make sense. What is giving and what is asking? When you create content that is meant to directly benefit your audience, you are giving. For example, a joke, a meme, a contest, etc. When you're asking, you want them to take a specific action. Most of the time, you'll be asking them to buy, visiting your store, to sign up, etc. Okay, so that's just a brief explanation of the principle of giving and asking. What is the purpose of this content? Whenever you are creating content, it's important to be clear about what the purpose of it is. This helps you to guide the type of content it should be, even how long it should be. For example, if you're trying to raise awareness for your brand, maybe it's a brand new product, or you are trying to market outside your current audience, you want to keep it fun, short, and attention-grabbing because people are busy on social media. They're busy looking at funny videos, pictures of laughing babies, pictures of their friends' parties, weddings, and stuff like that. So if you want to grab their attention, they don't know you yet, keep it fun, keep it short. Are you nurturing leads? Is the purpose of your content to nurture leads? Then you want to keep your content slightly longer, a bit more detailed, a bit more high value. So let's say it could be a video or maybe a webinar or a longer blog post, things like that, okay? Are you speaking to your current or existing customers? Keep them informed of what you're doing, current or upcoming events or promotions, etc. Are you selling? Stick to the benefits of your product or your service and highlight the buying logistics. So this is all about knowing what is this piece of content doing and who is it meant for, okay? You can utilize sales funnel concepts, TOFU, MOFU, and BOFU. Let me just explain what these are. So TOFU is top of funnel. Top of funnel is where you are reaching out to a new audience. This is the awareness stage. You want people to become aware of you. MOFU is the middle of funnel content. This is where people have known a little bit about you. Now they need to know you a bit more. This is where I was saying you can create some slightly longer pieces of content. Then we have BOFU, which is bottom of funnel. Really weird acronyms there. MOFU, TOFU, and BOFU. So BOFU is bottom of funnel. Someone who is in the BOFU stage, they're close to making a purchasing decision. So you want to tailor the content specifically for that, okay? That's about the purpose of content. Align your content with what you are marketing, especially if you're a social media marketer or a digital marketer, you have different types of clients. For example, let's say you're marketing for a personal brand. You need to remember one thing. The person is the product. Brand them accordingly. Establish their expertise, credibility, and trustworthiness because these are key factors for personal brands. If you're looking at products, talk about the ingredients of the products, the aesthetics, the benefits, the availability, the distribution, and logistics of how they can buy or how it's delivered, etc. If you're looking at services, demonstrate level of expertise, credibility, logistics behind it. So credibility is important and level of expertise is also important because as you know, there can be one person doing something, one person who can say, I make cakes. They charge something like $150 per cake. Another person could be charging 10 times that much. So it's important to establish, it's like a wide range of levels of expertise, even social media marketing. There are people who just create a post and post it on social media. They call themselves a digital marketer. Then there are people who do detailed things like growth hacking. They are also classified as digital marketing. But as you can see, the level of expertise there is really, really different. So if you are marketing for a service, it's important to highlight that, okay? We'll talk a bit more about this later. Here are some common mistakes to avoid. Ignoring platform psychology. What does that mean? Like I said, social media is like a party, okay? Now there are different types of parties. So like I said, LinkedIn is more like a business networking event. Facebook is more like a casual party. So I've seen people posting certain content on LinkedIn. Then the audience or the other people there, they get irritated, okay, or upset. Then they say, stop posting Facebook content here. This should be on Facebook. What have you done there? You have ignored platform psychology. People on LinkedIn are more in a business framework, whereas Facebook is more casual. So that's one common mistake, ignoring platform psychology. Another common mistake is selling all the time. I mentioned the principle of giving and asking. There needs to be a balance, because the other mistake could be the other extreme where you're not selling at all. You're just posting jokes, memes, things that are funny. How is that relevant to your business? There needs to be a balance between posting fun and casual content and selling, because this is business. Unless you're doing it as a hobby, in which case this course is titled How to Create Content That Engages and Sells. So there needs to be a selling component, okay? Being too rigid, being too formal, it's not good to sound like a textbook, okay? People will run away from you. It will sound boring. Ignoring the principle of give and take. I already talked about the importance of balancing between asking and giving. Posting random and planned content, especially if you're a writer like me. I've fallen for this trap many times. Something just pops up in my head. I want to write about it on social media. But if you do this too much, again, that's a problem, because you're going to be posting things that are not going to help you to sell. You want to stick as much as possible to your core topic, things that are as related as possible to your brand. Okay? So these are some of the common mistakes to avoid. In summary, how to set up your content for success. Remember that social media is powered by good content. Observe platform psychology. Understand like it's a party or like a networking event. Be informal, be fun, network with people. Balance between giving and asking. Okay? In short, between sharing fun, interesting content and selling. Find points of focus if you are marketing for personal brands, services, or product brands. Okay? Stay brand relevant, knowing that your end goal is sales. So this is the end of lesson 1. We'll move on to lesson 2 now, which is planning for your content.